and straight back out with the bait. This is crazy. A great frequency here on Char. Fussell posted something in the Discord, and it seems like it's really going well here. And there's another one already on. Oh yes, I can even turn it up a bit more. That's good. Could of course be a Wells, but it could also be a big burbot or a Xander. So, Char here at Ladoga Lake on the island. We'll check that out on the map in a moment, directly across from the lighthouse here. And it seems to be going really well. I've only been here a few minutes, already 5 fish in the net. And of course, I'm hoping to finally catch my first Char trophy. That fish I've wanted for such a long time. Well, look at this. This is already looking really good here. 3.1 kilograms. Excellent. Good XP. And of course, also really good silver. So the fish are definitely worth it. 5 minutes here and 6 fish. That's always a really good sign. More fish than minutes? That's always awesome. Casting out here at 35 meters. Zack, and then of course slowly letting it sink. I'll check the other rods immediately. You don't really have to keep the tension on here. You can just let them drift a bit. The fish are just swimming around here. Even though they have the big hook in their back, and even though they might be dead or not really, but they're still just drifting around and attracting the Char. So from the position, let's take a look at the map. You need to drive over with the boat from the city dock all the way to the last island on the right edge, and then cast into this channel at 35 meters. Here we can see the lighthouse, 35 meters into this 11-meter channel, and that's working pretty well. I'm also thinking about jigging here in this area, so I'll drive out with the boat and position myself exactly between the island and the lighthouse, and jig in this 11-meter area with a jig setup. That should work too. And there it goes again, just cast out and immediately the next one on. Yeah, that's really awesome. So it seems to be going really well. I've seen this spot multiple times now, so it's been well tested and it's working. Oh, and of course, rare ones are coming in too. The Klotzeibling or Gray Char, super nice. Okay, let's see if there's more. Yeah, so far all on the rougher. Are there others? Definitely. I can imagine that the bleak will work well here too. So back out with it. The bleak or maybe even the stickleback. The stickleback, which is a bait fish here at Ladoga Lake. So that's something you can definitely try. And what I will definitely test are my old and rotten bait fish. Maybe they'll still work even though they might not be the ideal attractors, but maybe they'll still draw something in. And I can then use my old and rotten bait fish to catch something. What's always a bit tricky here is recognizing whether there's a bite or not. There's still a little bug in the game right now, and we're taking advantage of it. Why it exists, RF4 probably can't explain, but it's there. When a fish bites, the text in this information panel shakes a little. It's a bit strange, but it's like that. And it's just a pretty good indicator for any bite on one of the 3 rods. So, especially with these fish or with these bait fish setups where the bait fish often causes the rod to blink or the alarm to go off, you can simply check the setup, and once the text starts shaking a bit, you'll know there's a fish on. While we're here in the setup, let's take a look at the details. So yes, up top we have 2 very large rods and reels, but here below, that's what's relevant for the fish. I'm using a 15 kilogram braided line here, and below that 12 kilograms fluorocarbon, so a bit finer, a bit more cautious. And then I'm using a 4-0 hook. Why a 4-0 hook? Isn't that too big for the Char? Normally I'd say yes, and even for spinning, it's totally over the top and that large. But the bait fish setup is still strange. Let's call it strange with the hook sizes. The hooks always seem way too small, and that's why there's really only one size for bait fish fishing, and that's 4-0. Because even on the 4-0 hook, the smaller fish bite, and if you go down to a 1 euro, which would be more realistic for the Char, you mostly catch undersized fish, and that's not what you want. Also, the bait fish are too expensive or hard to get if you go for the smaller hooks. So now we check the time. It's 3 a.m. I think around the early morning hours it will get interesting again. So from about 4 a.m. Let's see if there's more coming in. The result here after 12 minutes is already excellent, so it really looks good. Now it's time to find some rough spots. You'll find various roughy spots on the popular YouTube channels, like on the YouTube channel Fire Robin TV. Just check under Mosquito Z and you'll find lots of spots for rough fishing. And then at night, it's time for rough. 2-3 nights, fill up the net, turn everything into baitfish. And after that, you can practically turn the rough into gold. So you'll make a lot more silver with the rough. Even though the rough already brings decent silver, you'll catch a lot of big fat char with it. So it's getting started again. I'm testing further here, probably also trying other setups. I'll also test worm baits because the char sometimes go for worms, and that's something you can definitely try. And of course, spinning. I'll try that too. See if it works back there with the spinning setup. Just drive the boat back there and throw a little into the area. If this helped you, leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That really helps me a lot. And then we'll see each other in the next video or in a live stream.